I'm trying to register for Chem 1901 and 1902 for semester one and semester two respectively, but I am unable to do so. Okay, so there's a repeating again, chemistry is not on SAS as yet for you guys to register for chemistry courses. As for Chem 1901 and Chem 1902, those are no longer introductory courses. They have changed them due to the corona, the pandemic issue. So your chemistry first semester courses would be Chem 1810, Chem 1820, which are lecture tutorial components, and your lab would be Chem 1811. You will register for that when chemistry is uploaded on SAS.
All right, thank you, Kier. So, just to reiterate, um, some questions. So, with the increase in the amount of active COVID-19 cases, their labs being done face to face. Can this semester be done online until there is some control in Jamaica? Our parents are very concerned. So, like I've said, DOE has given out an advisory, and we're waiting on our faculty to reach out to us and let us know what is going to happen with those courses that were scheduled to be face to face. So I'm hoping by this week we'll have some more information on that, guys. I want to minor in computer science. However, the course for ComSci and biochemistry exceeds the maximum amount that is stated on the website. What can I do? So you can always request an override, and I'll also advise you to reach out to academic advisors for the departments. I think we have the as advisories circulating on WhatsApp, so you can just reach out to one of them and ask them about it, and they'll give you more information. The system says I can successfully register for my math course, but when I go to register, I am getting a linked course error even though I selected both a lecture and tutorial. So the first thing to note that if you are not fully accepted into the university, you probably won't be able to register for your courses. So that might be the issue. If that is not the case, then just reach out to the faculty and let them know what's up, and they'll assist you better from there. Okay, so I'd like to know if second year chemistry is considered advanced and if students would have labs face to face considering the rise in COVID cases locally. So yes, we're all concerned about the uptick in these cases, and like I said before, we're waiting on the faculty, well, the departments of chemistry rather, to reach out to us and let us know what's up. And yes, second year chemistry is considered as advanced chemistry. How long will it be until I can pick my courses for chemistry because it is still not showing on SAS? Alright guys, so we've been waiting a while for SAS to upload those data. It's because IntroChem has changed, so as soon as SAS is through, they'll upload it. We don't have a definite time to tell you, so just continue to check the portal as often as you can. And now I'll be allowing Alistair to come and tell us about his experience as a chemistry student, and then he's going to do his questions.
Good afternoon, everyone, or pleasant greetings, I should say. Um, okay, from my experience as a chemistry student, before coming to UA, chemistry was not my favorite subject. I found it very tedious, hard to understand, and all around difficult. But because at that time I wanted to transfer to medical science, I had to do chemistry. All right. So when coming to UA now, chemistry became a lot more easier for me to understand. I don't know if it's because I did part of it before, because I did unit one chemistry before, and I don't know if that's the case, but it came more naturally to me, it more easier, more interesting, and a lot more fun. So yeah, as a chemistry student, you will have your ups and downs. Trust me, you will have your ups and downs. But the most important thing is that you have to know why. You have to know why you're at the school. You're here to you're here to get a degree, and you have to put that in mind, right? And work for anything that you want. Work for your degree. Yeah. So for the questions now, all right. All right. So for the first question, when will chemistry be added to the system? For that, we don't know as yet. The department hasn't reached out to us, but when they reach out to us and give us when exactly it will be added to the system, we'll let you know. All right. So for the second question, chemistry is not coming up. Wait, chemistry is not coming up as a subject to choose. Again, they haven't added they haven't added the course to the system as yet. We can ask for the question. They haven't added the course to the system as yet. So when they add the course, we'll let you know, or you will see it. But continue like check check up on the course daily to see if they add it. Yeah, for three. I'm not going. What is this? If I'm going to be doing biochemistry courses along with chemistry major, can I do biochemistry courses in semester one, then the practical um then the practical component in semester two, since it's different. Hmm. When you add the registration regards to that. For that one no. Regardless to the first question, because in chemistry, for the first question, I'll be able to. For that one, no, I think yeah, wait. Yeah, I think I can wait. Then give me a minute. Update chemistry while be on portal is not sure. I will be added to the list. At first, it should be for that one. No, just to ensure, just contact your academic advisors. Those are the chemistry lecturers, right? Let me give you the Let me give you the email for the chemistry lecturers. Wait, give me a minute. So you have to contact Donna Riley. I think they're going to give you the email for instead of me say it, but Dr. Donna Riley, Dr. Nikela Ste Nikisha Stefan Arsom and etc. So you have to contact your academic advisors for that part. And I think that's all the questions I have. Let me check. Let me check. In regards, okay, there's a next question. In regards to the bio one, should I register? This one is not really a chemistry question, but it's a in regards to bio 180 1000 bio 1000 1018 and wait, in regards to bio 1018, should it be registered on the same day and time as bio 1017? Even though this is not a chemistry question, I'll answer it. Yes, it makes it more easier because bio 1017 that will come in the that will come before bio 1018. So when you register it on the same day, right? When you when you transition to bio 1018, it's much more easier because you know what days you have your classes. So yeah, what is Alistair reading? All right, so I'll move over to Nikela Shattucks. I think that's all the questions I have.
Alright, guys. So At this time, I'm going to ask Kyra to come on, and she's going to tell you about her chemistry experience, and then she's going to answer her questions. As I said before, she is the president of the Chemical Society,
Hi.
so she's going to tell you stuff about the club, and we're hoping that you guys will join the club. So the floor is basically yours, Kyra.
Okay, hello, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kyra Taylor, and I'm the president of the UE Chemical Society. So, my experience as a chemistry student, well, okay. My experience as a chemistry student, well, from the transition, everybody has that transition from sixth form or pre-university to university level is kind of a quick, like a quick thing. You're going from having 2 years to do CAPE, and then everything in one semester is like a lot of information going to your back to back to back to back. Like so many courses, so little time. Everybody is either stressed out or you're like floating on something. You're like trying to get by. So my experience as a first year chemistry student, I was very stressed out because I was like, okay, it was like, should I use the same method that I did in CAPE, or should I try something new? It was very hard for me to transition in terms of studying because I have poor study habits that I've been trying to I combated at the end of that year, but it was very hard. Second year chemistry, it was easier for me because from you get over that first year hurdle, everything starts getting smoother. You start getting into the groove of things at the university, so it's much easier to combat chemistry because chemistry is a course where if you don't give it your 100%, you're not going to get the returns on it. So if you're not passionate about chemistry, um, I don't recommend doing it. Like if you're not like breathing chemistry, if you're not feeling chemistry, it doesn't make any sense for you to do it because you're not going to be present enough and you're not going to appreciate it enough to understand like everything that's going on in your classes or your courses. So that was my experience. I'll go to my questions now, and then I'll go into my little presentation for you guys. So my first question was, what are the electives for the chemistry department? My thing is that what do you mean by electives? Are you talking about courses in the department that are like easy? There's no course in the department that's easy, just to let you know. Everything requires a good amount of effort. But there's one course where you can do that course that you can do, but it doesn't contribute to your degree. It doesn't contribute to your degree itself, but it can contribute towards your advanced credits, and that's called Chemistry in Our Daily Lives. It's called Chem 2402. Other courses that you can do out of faculty courses. So if you're trying to look for a minor or you're looking for extra credits because you have already maximized in terms of your degree credits, courses such as MKTG 2001, which is Principles of Marketing, Phil 3510, which is Philosophy of Sex and Love, MGMT 2026, which is Production and Operations Management. And you can get the extended list from Dr. Michael Coley. You can shoot him an email and he will answer you because that's how I got this list. Or you can also contact me and I can send the list to you. If you want descriptions of each core of these courses, check the handbooks. Check the handbooks from the different faculties. So because there are many courses at the university where you don't need there no prerequisites. There are no prerequisites, and so it's easier for persons that are inside SciTech to just go out inside Ring Road and just pick up an easy course, get an easy A, and bring up that GPA. My next question is, can I transfer to MedSci with preliminary courses? So prelim is just 2 years of CAPE condensed in 24 weeks. What I would say is that you just do the regular application process. If you want more information regarding this, you have to speak to an academic advisor or contact somebody from the medical sciences faculty and ask if it would be possible for you to get a transfer with prelim courses, but the recommendation is to do level 1 chemistry, biology, and chemistry, biology, and biochem courses. So that, and then choose to transfer from there. I don't think prelim is something that they accept as a transfer thing. My third question was, I am a Jamaican doing a biochemistry degree. Am I considered a sponsored student? Yes, you are considered a sponsored student, I'm sure. Sponsored students, and it would show up on your student records or on BOSS, whether or not, based on the fee that you're paying, you can tell whether or not you're a sponsored student. The tuition fees are online right now. You can go to the UE main page and check tuition fees. Then, if when you're fully registered, you can tell if you are a sponsored student or a non-sponsored student. But the likelihood is that you are a sponsored student, so don't really worry about that, and don't really worry about that. My fourth question is, when will chemistry be added to the system? As said before, we don't have a specific date in mind. We're also not sure when chemistry will be added to the system, but keep checking religiously, and hopefully it will be up by this week. If not, I don't know what to tell you, but it will be up. It will be up soon. It has to be up soon because school soon starts, and I need to finish my degree. You need to start your degree. So don't worry, things are going to be okay. Don't stress out too much. My my final question is, how do I pass my chemistry courses? So, number one, and this might seem like, oh, it's typical. Obviously, I must do that in order to pass. But after when you reach a 6 week slump, you start feeling like, I'm on top of the world and I don't need to do what I was doing in the first couple weeks of school. But please attend your classes and your tutorials. Attend, repeat after me, attend your classes and tutorials. You need to attend your classes and tutorials. Your classes, your lecturers are there to pass on information to you. The information is necessary because it will be on your exam. You cannot miss a class and then expect a lecturer to just, be art. So you need the classes because some lecturers are not going to put up their slides. That's one thing. So you need to be present so you can absorb the information in real time. So whatever questions that you have, you can ask it in real time because the lecturers have office hours, but the office hours are not there for them to teach you. They're there for any questions that you might have about lectures or anything that you find outside of class. Tutorials, do your tutorials. Do all of your tutorials. At the very least, do half of the tutorials. The half of the tutorial. If you do all of it, more power to you. But you cannot come to the tutorials and you don't know what's on the tutorial, or you only look at the tutorial and then you close the document. That's not going to work. How is that going to help you as a student if you don't know what is on your tutorial? A lecturer is not going to come into the tutorial. A grad student is not going to come into your tutorial and say, this is the answer to number one, this is the answer to number two. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. Yes, Orin, if you are paying for your degree, please put out some effort. It's not, at the end of the day, if you don't attend your class and if you don't attend your tutorial, that's not on the lecturer. The lecturer is still going to get paid. The lecturer is still going to move on with their life. You are the one that's going to be at risk. You are the one that is at risk of failing. So please to put out the effort towards your classes, towards your tutorials. If you know that you cannot make it to an 8 o'clock class, please do not register for an 8 o'clock class. And then when the 8 o'clock class come, you're not attending it. It doesn't make any sense. So please attend your classes and tutorials. The next thing, study. Whatever way, yes, like whatever your type of studying is, make sure you stick to it. Make sure you write your notes in your class and then you write notes in lectures and then go back to it. They always like lecturers always say that chemistry lecturers always say you have to put out like 2 hours, like yeah, 2 hours of studying for like the week. Try 2 hours of studying for like the week. 2 to 4 hours of studying for the week. I know that it seems like a lot because it's not only chemistry you're doing, and I found it hard to even put out that much effort in first year. 2 to 4 hours that seem like a lot, but it actually helps. Please to have like a study schedule. um when you start the labs, chemistry labs, the introductory lab is usually one that they give you a study schedule and they'll tell you to write in your day-to-day thing and put in time to study. So do something like that. Free sessions that you may have between courses, use that to study, use that to do your tutorials. um you don't have to study by yourself. You have other people that are there. The degree is not for you and you alone. The A is not for you and you alone. If you have a friend that's struggling in one section and you're excelling in that section, help each other. It's a chemistry department is a family, and are you alone in the department? Please to help where you can. Please to have a good relationship with persons that are doing the courses with you, because in advanced courses you're going to need that kind of you're going to need those people, especially if you guys are doing the same major, because you want to have like a good bond between the people that you're, doing the same courses with. Like, it doesn't make any sense for you to be at the university and you're not building good relationships with people because you think that it's, the degree is for you and you alone. The degree is for everybody that wants to do it. Another thing is to practice, especially for organic chemistry. It's all about reaction mechanisms, drawing structures, things like that. So please to practice that so you can know exactly how to do those things, because what's in the lecture is more than likely what's on the exam. So they're going to want you to be very specific on your structures, know your formulas, know how to derive your formulas, know exactly if you have any issues, if you have any questions, if something is unclear to you. Lecturers have office hours and you can meet them during those times. Or if you cannot make it during office hours, you can email them and ask them for an available time. The lecturers are here to assist you. They're not here to spoon feed you. They're here to assist you with whatever issues you may have. So I should be sharing my screen right now. I'm gonna share a little. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. Okay. So, okay. So this, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so sorry. My computer is lagging. So this is Urimona Chemical Society. I'm going to tell you the basics. We are the oldest club slash society at the university. As you know, that the chemistry department is one of the first, if not the first, department that was built when the university opened. We meet on Thursdays 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. In the ChemPhys Lecture Theatre. When you get here, you will find out what ChemPhys Lecture Theatre is, and you will, basically have a lot of classes in there if we're doing. Wait, we're going to be online. Oh, ooh, in ChemPhys Lecture Theatre. Follow us on Instagram at UWChem Society. Uh, Become part of our family. We have fun experiments, educational forums, and career development. If you were at the pre-orientation, you could see that Dr. Coley was speaking about things that you can do with your chemistry degree. We assist in that. We have had resume workshops. We've had persons coming from industry. The master blender, Joyce Pence from Appleton, she came for a forum that we had about what you can do with chemistry. You don't have to be just a chemist. You can be a lawyer with a chemistry degree. You can go anywhere actually with a chemistry degree. We have fun experiments. You can see these persons on the screen are members, current and former members. So I'm gonna move on to the experiment done. We made perfumes last. We made perfumes last semester, and then we have transition metal complex. It's just a mixture of sodium oxalate. Then when you add water to it, it a reaction occurs. So things like that. We're not just gonna be like a lecture. There's fun things that you guys can do and learn from it. It's not one thing, like we're not going to be boring, and whatever suggestions you may have, we will put it in our suggestion box. And if it is possible to do the experiment, we will try and do it for you. And then flame test. This is actually something that's very popular. We have different salts, and we just add some ethanol and then set it on fire. So this is it. On the left is when it's in the light, and on the right is when it's in the dark of the ChemPhys lecture theater. So, and this is our elephant toothpaste experiment that we did right before Corona hit. This was one of the last things that we did before school closed. And you should expect more from us this semester. We're gonna try to adjust to the online environment, um, and ensure that you guys at home can actually have something fun to do while you're at home. And we'll also, for those that have to come in, we'll also have experiments on campus as well. We're just trying to ensure that everybody has time with ChemSoc, with chemistry. Like if you're having any issues, you can talk to me or anybody on my exec. Because as long as you experiment with a chemist, and you will love the reaction. And I can't wait to see you guys become a part of UE Chemical Society and understand the love that I have and the rest of us have for chemistry. Then, so that's the end of my presentation. And so I'm gonna pass it back to Nicalia.
All right. Thank you, Kyra. That was really nice and very informative. Thank you. So, we're basically about to wrap up, but before I go, I want to share my experience as a chemistry student, and then I'm going to allow Kiara to do the same thing. So, basically, I've only been a chemistry student for 1 year. And like Kyra said, it isn't easy. You're not out of high school. Your learning is entirely in your hands. So you can do a lot of things. You just have to find the mechanism that works for you really, and find the space that is best for you. So don't stop. To ensure that I don't forget, I write down everything that I do on a daily basis. So that is something that you can do as well to ensure that you're always aligned with each deadline. So I not only download the tutorials and all of those stuff, I print them when I go to class. I print them before class rather. When I go to class, I do my little jottings on them and all of those stuff, because sometimes the lecturers say some things that isn't on the PowerPoint, and those things can be very critical in helping you understand the topic and helping you pass in the course in general. So it's always good to make your own notes. It's good to make your set your pace. Like I said, do external investigations. Don't just depend on the resources that the lecturer provides you with. That alone won't cut it. So yes, I've passed my courses, and I'm hoping, well, I'm guessing that as I proceed, chemistry will get easier. So it will be the same thing for you guys. I'm now going to allow Kiara to come and tell you about her experience, because she's a final year chem student.
Okay, good evening, everyone. So, my chemistry experiences, for first year transitioning from Cape, um, it was a lot and it was hard for me to adjust, but I did find my way eventually. Um, my strong points were like inorganic chemistry. I love that. Physical chemistry, I had no problem with that, but organic was that was it for me. I had to put in more hours on organic than any other part of chemistry that was taught in the course. And if anything I can tell you guys is to, when you're doing organic, practice your reaction mechanisms. Please do. Practice them. You cannot learn the mechanism by sitting and looking at it and be like, oh, the arrow go from here to here and here to, oh, this and this make that. No, it's not going to cut it. Do not try to just look at the reaction mechanism or whatever in organic, and you won't just get it like that. You have to practice drawing the reaction, practice writing out the reaction. Everything organic is that much of a pressure, but it can be something good, and it's a learning experience. And believe me, if you are a person that you're passionate about chem or you're interested to learn about it, once, even if you hit challenging roads along the way, believe me, you will get to appreciate chemistry more when you're more interested to learn it. Um, yeah, so I passed first year. Going into second year, it wasn't bad because I learned much. I figure out my learning style, what goes best for me, when is my best time of studying, how to study. You listen, as Kara said, you see, the chemistry degree is not for you alone. Please grab a friend, grab somebody. Um, my friends can tell you when we're studying, oh man, Zoom session, library session, everything together. We're in this together. No man gets left behind. So grab a friend, grab somebody. Somebody you might good in this area, your other friend good in this area, combine, come together. Trust me, it makes a difference. Put in the time, put in the work, and you will reap good results. As they have been saying before, attend your tutorials, attend your tutorials, attend your tutorials. We cannot stress it enough. Your tutorials, it gives you an idea of what you know and what you need to work on. What you need to do to get to this level, what you need to do to get here in time for your exam. Your tutorials are it's basically you, it's your tutorial, so take charge. Whatever you do understand in a lecture, write them down and think from your tutorials and ask the questions. You understand? Don't be afraid to ask, Because when you ask and you know you probably make a mistake, that's fine. We all make mistakes, but listen, when you do it there, you won't do it on the exam. So attend the tutorials, practice them. Don't open the slide and don't open the tutorial and be like, what is this? And close it back. I mean, I used to do that, but I open back the tutorial and I do it, right? If it's even just two questions you can do because you genuinely can't go no more, that's good. Because when you go to the tutorial now, you can, get help to attempt the rest. So that's basically my experience with Chem, and I know I expect good things from you guys, and I know just put in the work and keep focused, keep dedicated, you will reach for results. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Care. So, guys, again, welcome to the faculty, welcome to SciTech, and especially welcome to the chemistry department. This is where you're going to evolve. This is going to be one of the best aspects of your life. So please, while you're getting those good grades, ensure that you enjoy your university experiences. Ensure that you evolve and find the true persons that you are meant to be. And please stay safe. Please stay safe. I can't stress that enough. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. Thank you guys so much for coming out.